Hey everybody, first I want to say thank you guys so much for such an awesome 2013. It was one of the best years of my life. I just got back from a 1-month trip to the Philippines to help with the disaster aid, and it was just an incredible experience, and I hope I can share some of those experiences with you guys in the future. As part of my New Year's resolution, something that I wanted to do in 2014 is to provide an outstanding opportunity and challenge for any photographer out there who is looking to become the very best they can be. I am a firm believer of continual development, not only for myself, but I want to be able to help other people become the best they can be. And this is probably one of the most satisfying things about my job as a mentor, is seeing when students tap into their potential. Now, I know this challenge isn't going to be for everybody, but I can't tell you how often people know other people who are interested. And the vast majority of the people in the past who have done these projects came from referrals. They were given the video or sent a link, and they decided to do this. So even if you're not interested, listen to what I have to say for just a second. In 2014, I am starting a brand new 365 project /club/contest. And if you've never heard about a 365 project, it's essentially taking a picture of yourself every day for a year with an emphasis on changing what you're doing with the image from day to day. So at the end of the year, you have 365 new techniques in your photography arsenal. I think in the beginning, photographers have to learn their cameras and learn the basic techniques and how to operate it, learn what shutter speed and aperture are. That's what my training videos are for. And after there's this basic fluency with a camera, there's a second phase of creativity, is that photographers need to kind of discover themselves. They need to discover, their look, what kinds of pictures they like to take. And that is a completely different set of skills required to become an elite level photographer. Now, I know many of you are probably wondering, do I have to be in the picture? Do I have to be standing in the picture? And the truth of the matter is, there's so many different ways to work yourself into the picture. It can be a reflection, your shadow. It can be painting with light. It can be painting with dark. There's ghosting techniques and Photoshop techniques and compositing techniques. And so there's really, just about every kind of opportunity to work yourself into the picture. And the key is to push yourself creatively. Now, I've been doing these contests and these projects since 2008, and I have a lot of experience in knowing what it takes to succeed. I also know how hard a 365 project can be. Typically, we have a dropout rate of 80 to 90%, which is comparable to the attrition rate of being an elite special forces soldier. About 1 out of 10 are going to make it. So I kind of consider this like special forces photography training. Because it's so hard, I've spent a lot of time last year planning and preparing on how to make it easier and more attainable and easier to stick with it. So the first thing that I did was I've built a brand new website from the bottom up. The new website is designed to make it as easy as possible to organize your files in chronological order, to pull the EXIF data. You can upload from your iPhone or your iPad if those are the cameras that you're using. Makes it a lot easier. The second thing that we've done is a bunch of past 365 students got together and we have created a how-to 365 manual with over 200 awesome examples, starting from very, very basic techniques, going all the way up to the most expert level techniques that are very difficult to execute. So if you're ever in a creative slump, open the manual, check it out, get inspired, and try one of the shots that you see in there. The PDF in the website, the program, everything is free. There's no cost to this, and every photographer who wants to participate is welcome to. Doesn't matter how old you are or where you live in the world. I also want to point out that nobody is policing this. There's no right or wrong way to do it. We make suggestions and guidelines to try to help creativity, but this is really something that you kind of do on your own. If you miss a couple days, which is going to happen, Make it up when you can. For those of you who have very busy work weeks, what I would recommend is just kind of plan your shots during the week, and then when you have a couple hours on the weekend, go out and execute your shots, post them on the website. I don't think there would be any difference in the level of learning and creativity that you would get in doing it in that manner. Something that we like to do is kind of start as a group. So if you sign up before January 31st, you will be considered part of the main group that goes through the year. If you hear about this after that time, you can always join up as a free agent, and free agents have the option to kind of go through it on their own. There'll still be people there helping you and supporting you. Or you can join one of our many other groups, because we have photography classes or photography clubs joining who want to participate as their own little group. So there's no real deadline to start. We try to get everybody signed up before January 31st, but you can start anytime. For everybody who finishes within the 1-year time frame, I am offering a $250 gift certificate to my website. I'm also giving away free USBs, thumb drives, and certificates of completion to all those who finish. Beyond the actual prizes, however, I will say the benefit will be much greater for the intangible skills and assets you're going to get. And I'm not talking, just about photography and Photoshop. I'm talking about things like increased confidence, increased drive, troubleshooting, problem-solving skill sets. You're going to be able to set goals and attain them easier. Pre-visualization techniques, very powerful. It's the ability to see an image in your mind before you take the picture. You're going to make more friends. Your social skills are going to increase. You're going to engage your family more. You're going to travel more and get outdoors more. And I can't tell you how many times people have posted their images on Facebook, and the next thing I know, they're getting paid jobs. So there is a tremendous opportunity for lots of personal growth as well as photography growth as well. Kind of like as a side note, I can't tell you guys how many times I see these pure beginners over the course of the year become expert photographers. And there are many past 365ers whose work I now admire. I feel like I'm the student, and it's amazing to me because I always remember when they were first a newbie and they didn't know how to use their camera. And now I'm looking at their work and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I have a deep respect and admiration for what they're doing. So I cannot emphasize how powerful doing a 365 project is over the course of a year. It's the best program you'll ever do for your creativity. I think probably the coolest thing about the 365 project is it doesn't have anything to do with your current skill. It has to do with your desire and an ability to stick with it to the end. I tell all the 365ers, if you can do this, you can learn and do anything, because if you're studying something day after day after day, you're going to get it. In any event, please check out the website. I'm going to put the link here below in the description. We're still adding some tweaks. We're making it better and improving how it operates and works. About 90% there. But again, we're going to kick off the main group January 31st. If you hear about it after that time, please check it out anyway and sign up as a free agent. I know the program isn't for most of you. However, I will say you probably know somebody who would be interested. And if you can post it on your Facebook page or forward this video to them, I would really appreciate it. In any event, I am Michael the Maven, and I will see you next time.